Introducing Singapore's top 3 tourist SIM cards providers, Singtel, StarHub, and M1. These providers offer seamless connectivity for travelers exploring the Lion City, whether for business or leisure. Reliable mobile data and call services can greatly enhance your experience during your stay. Let's explore these renowned providers, trusted not only by travelers, but also by locals in their daily lives. Singtel offered tourists with 4 options. The $50, $30, $12 high tourist SIM card, or eSIM, and a $18 high tourist 2-in-1 EasyLink SIM card. For those who prefer the 5G network, the $50 and $30 SIM card, or eSIM, got you covered for 28 days. It gives you unlimited data on Facebook, WhatsApp, Line, and WeChat, with unlimited local calls and SMS, and 90 minutes IDD calls. The difference between the two is the amount of local data and the data roam each provide. The $50 plan gives you 120 GB local data and exclusive 10 GB data roam for Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. While the $30 plan gives you 100 GB local data and exclusive 5 GB data roam for Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Remember to read their footnote in their website, as it stated, fair usage of 1 GB per day applies for free access to Facebook, Line, WeChat, and WhatsApp. And unlimited local calls and SMS refers to 3,000 local call minutes and 5,000 local SMS for 28 days. For shorter trip and budget travelers, the $12 and $18 options might be just enough for you. Both provide 100 GB local data, but in 4G, unlimited data on Facebook, WhatsApp, Line, and WeChat, with 500 minutes local calls and 30 minutes IDD calls, and exclusive 3 GB data roam for Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. The difference between the two is the number of days it covered, the amount of local SMS, and additional function it came with for one of the plan. The $12 option provides you with 100 local SMS, whereas the $18 option provide none, but the $18 option give you a better perks. And that is the $3 EasyLink stored value for train and bus rides. Once the value has been used up, you can top up with cash too. For travelers who intend to get a SIM card and a transportation card, the $18 option is your best choice. For these two cards, the fair usage of 1 GB per day applies for free access to Facebook, Line, WeChat, and WhatsApp. And the local and international calls are charged in per minute blocks. Now, let's talk about the unique data roam function that Singtel provide. It provide both local and overseas data in one SIM card or eSIM. For travelers who plan to visit Singapore and 4 other countries like Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand, you don't have to buy a separate SIM card or eSIM from the 4 other countries. You can just use the same Singapore travel SIM card and explore the countries without much issues. Depending on the amount of data each plan offer, if you need more data overseas, you can always go to the Hi app or hi.singtel.com to purchase the high data roam plans. If you want a bigger data plan, like 300 GB or 600 GB of 5G data, or would like to add more data to your current tourist SIM plan, Singtel has a few options just for you. You can visit their website for more details. For unlimited 5G data plan, the 5G $40 Ultimate plan and the 5G $35 Ultimate plan has got you covered. And both include 40 GB and 20 GB Malaysia roaming data respectively, targeting tourists visiting both Singapore and Malaysia during their trip. Currently, StarHub only offer you 2 options: the $32 and $12 tourist travel SIM cards. Both plan offer 100 GB local data, but for 30 days and 10 days respectively, and both offer unlimited local incoming calls. For the $32 plan, it offers 100 GB local data for 30 days, 3 GB roaming data for 17 destinations, 90 minutes IDD calls, 5,000 local SMS, 3,000 minutes local outgoing calls, and unlimited local incoming calls. For the $12 plan, it offers 100 GB local data for 10 days, 1 GB roaming data for 17 destinations, 30 minutes IDD calls, 100 local SMS, 1,000 minutes local outgoing calls, and unlimited local incoming calls. In terms of eSIM, as per the published date, StarHub currently don't have any plan on that, but might soon offer it. So please check out their official website for their up-to-date products. And if you are low in data, either local or overseas, you can go to their StarHub prepaid app to purchase additional data. As for the data roaming 17 countries, they are Australia, Canada, China, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Japan, Macau, Malaysia, Myanmar, New Zealand, Philippines, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, United Kingdom, and United States of America. For StarHub, they have this credit system for their prepaid plans, whereby you will use the stored credit for local calls, IDD calls, roaming calls, SMS, and the activation of data plans for roaming. And it comes with the $50 and $15 options. And the $15 plan seems to be another better option for tourists. As for the credit rates, please refer to this chart. As for M1, currently they offer 2 options for tourists and another 3 options for long-term visit. Both the $30 and $12 tourist SIM offer different plans for the tourists. For the $30 plan, it has a 30 days validity and offer 150 gigabytes local data, 3 gigabytes roaming data, 3,000 minutes local calls, 1,000 local SMS, and 50 minutes international calls. For the roaming countries, data can be used in Malaysia, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. As for the $12 plan, it has a 15 days validity and offer 100 gigabytes local data, 500 minutes local calls, 100 local SMS, and 20 minutes international calls. For the $12 plan, it don't provide any data roam plan, and in terms of eSIM, currently only the $12 plan provide that option. In terms of topping up with data, only the $30 option allow you to purchase additional data when it is running low. And you can do it by going to their M1 prepaid app or portal. M1 prepaid plans offer you 3 options, the $14, $25, and $60 plan. For longer stay tourists, the $25 and $60 plans not only offer your local data, but also roaming data for 3 gigabytes per day. For short stay tourists, the $14 plan might be worth your consideration, as it includes the roaming data, and it is cheaper than the $30 tourist plan. But take note that, the $14 plan, the 100 gigabytes data, is shared between local and roaming countries. So, which is the best plan for me? We probably can divide it into 2 categories. First is based on data and cost. And second is based on whether you are planning to travel to nearby and other popular countries, before or after Singapore. Majority of the tourists visiting Singapore probably won't exceed 14 days, and all 3 providers has all offer the cheapest $12 SIM card. With a slight differences, like the local calls and IDD calls. When it comes to choosing which providers, here are a few points for your considerations. In terms of coverage, all 3 providers are almost the same, covering island-wide. In terms of history, Singtel will be the elders, with history dating back to 1879. While both StarHub and M1, both been established since 1995 and 1998, and 1994 and 1997 respectively. And all 3 providers has been the locals' preferred choice for their local services like mobile plan, broadband plan, and TV entertainment service plan. So, you can trust these 3 major providers in Singapore. If you want raw data, you can refer to this website to make your final decision, but it is for reference only. In terms of user-friendly websites for tourists, I find that Singtel and StarHub are much easier, and you can buy or pre-order either the SIM card or eSIM online. Here's the Singtel website. For eSIM, you will purchase directly from its own website. Whereas, upon clicking on the Buy SIM card button, you will be taken to Pelago, a travel experiences platform by Singapore Airlines, operated and owned by an independent party, a third-party website. And here's the StarHub website. You will select the Where to Buy text, and select the Pre-order online text, for you to order online from its website. Whereas M1, it seems that they don't provide online purchase, unless you go to third-party website, like Klook. Overall, I feel Singtel give tourists a much wider options and a user-friendly website experience. And their $18 high tourist 2-in-1 EasyLink SIM card is probably the best buy for any first-time tourist in Singapore. Choose based on the nearby countries that you intend to visit. All three providers have their own selected countries that they provide their roaming data service for. What you can do is first, find the country that is available from the three providers. If there are 2 to 3 providers offering the same country, it comes down to the amount of roaming data each offer. And currently, Singtel offer the largest roaming data, from 10 GB to 5 GB to 3 GB. If the roaming data is running low, you can always top it up for any of the three providers. If you intend to get a transportation card and a SIM card in Singapore, there is only one provider that provide the card, and that is Singtel. And that's the $18 high tourist 2-in-1 EasyLink SIM card. It not only provide you with the data you need while you explore the city, but also give you the freedom to take any train and bus with ease by simply tapping the card. The card comes with a stored value of $3, and once it is used up, you can always top it up at any train or bus stations. Do note that the card will have a cutout, since the SIM card is removed from the card. If you still can't decide, let's have a look at the comparison chart of the three providers, and each with their own selling points. For budget users, these are the options. Prefer a larger local data plan during the trip. For eSIM users on the go. Prefer fast 5G networks coverage. For short-term, best value from each providers. And for transportation card, this is the only option. I hope this chart is helpful to you when it comes to determine which SIM card or eSIM is best suit for your travel. Click here for more videos regarding essential information about your trip to Singapore. Thank you for staying to the end.